Everyone, I'm jumping on here just a little bit early so I can share this live video to my group, so bear with me for a second. I'm also going to go live on Insta. Hi, Insta. I'm doing an essential oils and emotions class at 7 p.m., so feel free to join me on here. For those of you watching, I'm just going to share my live video in my group here. I'm hoping my connection on my tablet is going to be just fine for you guys. If you're jumping on live, feel free to leave in the comments hi, or tell me where you're coming in from. I would love to hear. There we go. Sorry, my computer is just loading. Sharing to my group. So yeah, for those of you that are new to my page or new to me on Instagram, I'm Kim Leskovic. I'm an essential oil educator and wellness coach, and I'm really passionate about helping people find wellness tools that have them just waking up feeling really excited for their day, able to shift their mood really fast, aka why I'm on here talking to you guys about emotions and essential oils, because I'm really passionate about helping people find ways to shift their mood within their day really quickly. All right, I finally found my group. So we'll get that posted over there. All right. And we are ready to get started. So, hi Beth. Tonight we're going to be talking about a little bit about the wellness triangle of your mind, your body, and spirit, which I'm also really passionate about talking about this topic because I truly do believe that when we feel good in our mind, we feel good in our bodies physically, and we feel good in our spiritual aspects. So I really do believe it's all connected, and same goes for if you don't feel good physically, there is something that you most likely can work on emotionally or with your mood or something stressing you out. So this is also like my second time sharing my screen. So if this freezes, I'm so sorry because it did one time. So yeah, we're gonna just attach this little handout that I have so you guys can follow along with me. Basically, I was talking about this little triangle up here. And for those of you on Instagram, it's a triangle that has spirit at the top, mind on the right, and body on the left. And it says, are you ready to feel good more often? And you are created to function like as a whole. You are created with emotions. You're created with your physical body. And you also have that inner knowing within yourself, whether you believe in God, whether you believe in the universe, whether you just believe in that gut feeling is kind of what I associated it with at first, was just like a gut feeling where sometimes I would just really know what to do in certain instances. And then when I would have that blocked, that is when like my intuition came in, and that would be really blocked because I wasn't taking care of either my body in the right ways, or I wasn't connected to spirit or God or whatever you believe in. But for me, it's God. So I noticed when those things weren't functioning properly in my life, my mind would just be foggy and I wouldn't be able to focus on certain things. So as you can see, let's see if we can kind of increase this a little bit. Your body is made of intelligent cells designed to continually restore your health. So our bodies are amazing things. I actually remember a post from my good friend Jenny, not to call her out on here, but she always is so grateful for her body for like carrying her through her workouts and grateful. And I've been working on that too, and just really like noticing how my mind is towards my body, because it really does affect, I just did like an Instagram post on this where it does affect how you feel in your body. So a little bit of background for me. I'll kind of share with you my story and then go into how essential oils play into that. But summer of 2016 was a time for me where I graduated high school. I wasn't really sure what I was doing, and I was really going through a lot of changes. And that also impacted what I was holding on to emotionally, and it manifested into my body. So I have been someone who, even as a kid, struggled with like constipation issues, and not only physically, but also like holding on to emotional struggle and holding back what I had to say. And that all has to do with the gut. So as you can see here in this graph right here, we call it the three brains. So you have your mind, your logic and intellect, and then you have your heart, which was that inner knowing that I was talking about, which is your intuition, which is your inner knowing of if you should kind of follow this path, or I don't know, however I describe it, it's if it feels really good, that's my intuition, and that's when I follow the flow. But if it feels really bad and I'm just kind of doing it because I feel like I should, that is steering away from that intuition and heart space. And when I'm reactive in my relationships, or when I'm angry with someone, that's like a closed heart and a closed intuition where you're not seeing things from like a loving space. And then we have our third brain, which is the gut. This is like that gut feeling where a lot of our serotonin and feel good energy is produced in the gut. So I kind of mixed up the two because I feel that it was kind of hard to decipher for me, my intuition. So the reason I got started in this emotions and essential oil journey was because I took the course of the Zen Babe Chakra course. And this was a course that allowed me to explore over the time frame of 7 weeks online my energy centers. And we explored our energy centers through the use of essential oils, yoga, meditation, journaling. And I knew of my intuition before I started this course. I might not have known it was called that. And I also knew of this gut feeling that if something just didn't really feel right and I felt sick to my stomach, that's what I mean by that. And so these chakras really helped me to understand that on a deeper level and know where that energy was coming from and why. And also it connected how I could use essential oils as tools with these chakras and as stress relievers, and just to connect that mind, body, spirit, overall wellness. And so as we scroll down here on this little graphic, we can see that our emotions have everything to do with our belief in ourselves. And I definitely felt this within the chakra cleanse. So say we had like a past life experience that, so you can see in this graph that there's a whole process that goes on that gives you this belief that you're not good enough. So, for instance, when this happens in the present moment, we go through a time of having that bad phone call or having that bad day at work, and we have to figure out in our mind how to process it, which can have us in our heart feeling overwhelmed and in our gut feeling really stuck. And so that reaction, which I've actually had all three of these, which makes total sense because they're all connected, but disconnection of this processing, and I wasn't able to process it because I didn't have these wellness tools of essential oils, yoga, meditation. Like I didn't know of them, or I didn't know how to handle these thoughts that were coming. And so I would get really bad headaches, especially in college, when I would just try to do everything, my homework, my job, just balancing it and just feeling really overwhelmed. So that would result in me having really conflicted feelings within my heart space and how I reacted in my relationships, which in turn had me like lashing out more when I was stressed, had me just making it kind of all about me and what I had to do. And then also holding on to those feelings of I'm stuck, I have to figure this out, but I don't know how, which can result in that physical manifestation of constipation, like I said, as well as just being so overwhelmed that you feel like you're going to throw up. And then that feeling of just kind of feeling gross in your body, feeling gross while processing it, has this belief that you're not good enough. And so, like I said, I learned these tools through the chakra cleanse, and that is how I started to weed some of these beliefs out and really start the healing process of my emotions and of my mood throughout the day, each day going forward. And so this is where essential oils come in. And I do want to mention that it is important that you choose carefully where you get your essential oils, especially if you're using them topically, internally, and just for wanting to shift your mood. You don't want any toxic chemicals or synthetics in the products you're using, because it will just defeat the purpose and offset that mood even more, give you those headaches. So we have this little graph over on the right that explains that there are toxic chemical fragrances that are in essential oils that you could just buy from the store or Amazon. And then also there's like food that have cooking extracts and flavoring in them. And then that therapeutic grade essential oil, that's all essential oils are unregulated. And that can compromise the quality that you buy. And it can really compromise the health benefits that these oils can give us. And so I really trust personally doTERRA's quality, one, for their testing. They have third-party testing, and it's just very rigorous and strict. And you can tell the integrity of the company just by how much effort they put into it, as well as they source their plants where the plant thrives the best. So if you kind of think about this as food, you don't want to like necessarily grow an orange in the middle of winter. That's how I always kind of compare it. So they see where this plant thrives the best and has the best way of thriving. And that's where they choose to work with the farmers and growers, and also make sure the farmers and growers are supported as well. And so we can see over on the left that a single drop of essential oil actually going back to the grades of essential oils, I do want to mention one more thing that before I used doTERRA, did actually have a whole little starter kit of Amazon and a diffuser. And then I ended up throwing those out just recently, like in September, because I was like, I never use these. I know they're not good for me. I don't even want to like have them in my house. So I threw them out because the first time I opened a doTERRA bottle, I immediately noticed the difference in potency, like how strong it smelled and how pure it smelled. And that just like reassured me that what I was using was going to be really effective. And it was true. So, like I said, over on the left, we can see that one drop of oil actually equals 40 million trillion molecules. And this chemical compounds service every cell of the body in a matter of minutes. So these essential oils work really fast, and they're really effective by really supporting that cell function in your body. So that's a little bit about peppermint. And then I do want to go into how you can use essential oils for those of you that don't know. Hi, Jen. I'm just seeing your comment over here. I'm going back. So how you use essential oils. One, aromatically, which means like through a diffuser, such as like this one, which is our Lumo diffuser, the cute little wood bottom. So you can get the aromatic benefits through the air that way. as well as you could put a drop on like lava beads or jewelry. You can put a clothespin in your car and drop on that. You really can explore so many different areas with aromatically. And again, these molecules have direct access to the limbic brain, and where all of our emotions are kind of stored and have that effect on the brain. So really, by just diffusing, you're getting that smell right to your brain, and you're really having an impact on your mood almost instantly. And so the next way, so it says peppermint is actually really great for overwhelm. Peppermint emotionally is the oil of a buoyant heart. It really helps us to just feel more at ease. And if you're struggling in your mind of feeling that head tension, muscle tension, peppermint is a great go-to oil to kind of relieve some of that pain and have you feeling really clear-minded. It's a very energizing and clearing oil, and definitely can stimulate that brain activity for you and help you feel more focused. So for topical use, I love using like lotion or fractionated coconut oil and putting a drop in my palm and just kind of rubbing on the back of my neck, the bottom of my feet. For headaches, I actually layer peppermint and frankincense across my forehead. And I love putting Breathe for Grief over my chest. So this is our respiratory support blend, and it's a great one to just really open up that heart space and open up your lungs to breathe, because when we feel really restricted in our heart, it's because we're not taking deep breaths and we're not filling our life source, which is our heart, with air. And so you can also apply to the insides of your wrists. That actually has a direct link to your heart space, and also the fleshy pockets behind your ears. And also, I do just want to touch on the right, you see this little girl with circles. It says, how will I nourish myself? It says, increase water take, increase exercise and movement, rest and meditate, and improve diet. And I think along with essential oils, this is the basic pyramid that I do want to touch on, because not only do I believe that whole foods, my supplements, that dietary intake is really important, and to kind of weed out those excess sugars and things that just aren't really serving your body any purpose. But then also meditation for my mind. The food more for the gut area and just having your brain function properly. And then the rest and meditate for your thoughts and feelings of overwhelm, just to kind of pause and breathe, as well as that heart space, because meditation does focus on your breath as well as exercise. And so I did just kind of want to touch on that, because I think it all is really important, but I consider that kind of the basis. And then essential oils, taking it kind of one step further when you've tried everything else. Before I took the Zen Babe Chakra Cleanse, I felt kind of helpless and hopeless. And like I said, I didn't have these tools, and I was trying to eat. I was trying to drink more water. I was running and doing yoga. But I was looking for something more in that I could just reach for and grab at my fingertips to just support me. And then lastly, you can take oil. Well, I actually didn't touch on topically, but you can apply oils over your stomach area or the bottoms of your feet. The bottoms of your feet actually have some of the biggest pores in your body, so they can get into the bloodstream faster, and just be absorbed by your body that much quicker. And then over your abdomen, just over that solar plexus chakra and gut area, to really improve that digestion and getting your body functioning and your gut feeling really good. But also having you to know the solar plexus chakra has to do with taking action in your life and knowing what steps to take. So that kind of goes along with the gut feeling and what feels good and what feels right. And then internally, so we want to balance the chemical reactions. And you can do this by actually on the essential oil bottle of doTERRA. there's a lot of concern out there about if you could take essential oils internally. Again, you can do your own research, but I have found a company and a quality that I really trust. And then also you can literally just look on the label of your essential oil. doTERRA's has for internal use, dilute 1 drop in 4 fluid ounces of liquid. And then it also has just supplement facts on the label and what's in it. Also on the bottom of the bottle, you can go to sourced.com and it tells you exactly where the plant came from and how it was made for each bottle, which is really cool. You can also take oils internally in a veggie capsule and underneath your tongue. So those are just a couple ways that I take it. I actually swish my mouth with On Guard every morning. What I love about this one for mood and emotions is that it's a protective blend. So again, when you're really trying to protect like your actions and be really clear-headed and take actions towards your goal, that really allows you to be vulnerable. And it really allows you to kind of put yourself out there. And so that can come with a lot of feedback from other people or opinions. And what I love about On Guard is that it really does keep us feeling protected and keep us feeling safe as we go into new environments, as we go into new situations. And it also, on a physical level, is supporting that immune system and has us feeling good. So when we go into these conversations and areas, then we just feel more confident and balanced. And so, which leads me to my emotional aromatherapy kit. So this is actually the kit that I got started with for the Zen Babe Chakra Cleanse. And as you can see, what I love about these oils is that they come with this wheel where you can go to and look up how you're feeling and which blend is associated with that emotion. So it basically asks you, how are you feeling right now? We have Motivate, our encouraging blend. I can just kind of read what are in these. Motivate has peppermint, clementine, coriander, yuzu, basil, melissa, rosemary, and vanilla. And it really is just a very energizing and encouraging blend. Gets you into action. This would be a great one to apply over your abdomen for that solar plexus chakra that I was talking about, right around your belly button area. And you can diffuse that, get the aromatic benefits that way. Or a simple way to get the aromatic benefits is just carry this in your purse, honestly, and just take it out on an airplane, take it out when you're just stressed at your desk at work, and just smell it. Like, that's the simplest way you can get the aromatic benefits. And you will notice, like, my shift in mood already just instantly went throughout my body. Sorry, I'm clicking all over the screen. Okay, so yeah, this is like an emotional aromatherapy kit that I just hold really dear to my heart because honestly, I don't know where I would be within these last, a year and a half of using essential oils. I go to them daily to just ask myself, how am I feeling? How do I want to feel today? And I'll pick one of these oils if I want to feel uplifted, if I need to de-stress. And we're all human. We all are every day is different. And that's what this Zen Babe Chakra Cleanse also taught me, was that your chakras can come out of balance and out of whack at any time. And so can your emotions. Something can happen within your day that just sets everything off. And that's what I love about these oils, is that you can get them in roller bottle form, throw them in your purse. And if you're just feeling like hurt all of a sudden by what someone said, you can just roll on some peace. But yeah, it's just so cool to have these tools, again, with that basis of knowing that you're getting enough water, knowing that you're getting enough nutrition and exercise. But then to take it a step further and be like, I've tried this, I feel helpless, I don't know what to do. You've gone and saw a doctor, you tried what they said. These are just so instant and so powerful, and they smell so freaking good. And who doesn't like to just kind of go to their diffuser and pick out a fun blend to diffuse and have their place smelling really good? And I think when we think of it like that, as we're really making the environment around us really positive and uplifting by diffusing throughout our home. That's also going to have an impact on our mood and the mood of like others within our relationships. So again, I mentioned that foundational support. And so I actually take these supplements on the left. They're, they have a minerals one, micronutrients, and healthy fats. So that's all together is called the Lifelong Vitality Pack. And I actually just store them in this little handy vitamin thing. I feel like so funny for having one of these, but I do take this to work. I put it in my backpack. It really helps me to keep track if I've taken them one day. And then also just so I don't have to like keep going to my cabinet and pouring them out. It just makes everything all in one place and really effective habit to have. And then essential oils actually enhance the absorption of these nutritional supplements on a cellular level, which I actually did not know, but that is actually really cool. And brings me to my next thing, which I'm doing the Whole30 Essential Oil Cleanse, which is on the right. It includes all of this cleanse and restore gut health supplements, such as your probiotic, your GX Assist, your Terrazyme, which is an enzyme that helps you break down food. And then you have the Zendocrine Essential Oil. That's our detoxification blend. And then you have lemon. I love to put like lemon and things in my water. Not only is it cleansing my body on a physical level, but it's also shifting my mood because lemon just smells so like happy as well as wild orange. And then, so it says digestive function is scientifically linked to mood, which I totally can relate to, going back and seeing when my digestive health was not in the greatest of shape and I was like taking over the counter things. I was kind of feeling helpless in that arena, and I just was really depressed and low vibe and negative and disrespectful to other people. And so the more I could get that under control, the more I understood with the knowledge and research and experience of using, the more I was able to feel that in my mood. And so we do have a couple kits that I do just want to mention. We have our Natural Solutions Kit, which is freaking awesome. If you see everything that's included, you have your shampoo. What the focus is of this kit is that the toxins within our environment, the toxins within our products, has a lot to do with how we're feeling and how what our emotions are. And it has a direct impact on our mood. Because those things in those synthetics in different products and those synthetics in like dryer sheets and so on can really harm us and can get absorbed into our skin. And so this is just like a kit that if you totally want to revamp everything, I ended up basically getting everything on here. So if I were to do it over again, this is the kit I would get because I love the hand wash. I love the On Guard for not only protecting me on an immune support level, but also, like I said, going into certain situations and just feeling really in my truth and being able to stand up for myself. We have that in a hand sanitizer spray as well. And then here's that emotional aromatherapy kit. So again, you get 6 different blends and you also get this diffuser. So this is our new diffuser. It has a 2-hour, a 5-hour, and a 10-hour setting. This 10-hour setting actually goes on and off every 5 minutes. And then you have a button for the mist and a button for the light. So it glows a really pretty spa-like light. I don't know if you can see this. But yeah, that's a little bit about those. And then you can also look into our Family Essentials Kit as well, which doesn't include a diffuser, but has our top 10 oils. Are there any questions? I kind of talked fast. Thanks for joining, Michael. Oh, you guys are the best. Okay, I think that's all I got. This is just a topic I'm really passionate about. And like I said, when I don't use essential oils, when I'm feeling stuck, when I'm feeling out of balance, when I just feel really low and low energy, like a negative attitude towards things. It's one, because I'm not diffusing or I'm not using essential oils throughout my day. Or two, it's because I missed a day of my supplements or haven't been taking them regularly or consistently. So I actually this is my second time doing the Whole 30 essential oil cleanse. And so it's really made me stay consistent these past 3 days. And I can totally tell a difference in my energy and my mood and the ability to kind of come out of those depressive states a little bit faster, and just feeling really supported in my body and my mind. So thanks so much for joining me, you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday, and I hope this served you in some way. If you're interested in this handout at all, feel free to message me. I can get it sent out to you, and I would love to get some samples out to you guys too if you're interested in getting some of those. All right, I will talk to you later. I hope you have a wonderful night. End it over here on Instagram, and then end it over here.